We are playing Albert Odyssey, Legend of Aldean. We are onto our fourth hour of play. We are every Saturn game ever, and we do have a new audio setup, and I feel pretty confident about this one. Like I said last time, I had found the old microphone that I bought during COVID for like work from home. I was going to be on a lot of podcasts. We were going to do like remote webinar kind of thing. So I was like, I want like a good microphone. So I bought this just like around the corner here at like at a Staples. Paid I think I paid way too much for it. Got it home and it was awful. It was not the audio quality was not that good. And so I kind of put it in a drawer and forgot about it and just used like the mic array on the laptop, which is what everyone else is using at the time. Nobody was laying out for audio quality, which I thought was really annoying. See, there it is. So it's kind of in front of my face here, which I guess is a bit of a bummer if it's not going to fade into the background. Oh, I guess it could be in the frame. I mean, what's it matter? Um, so I got it out of the drawer. As I was thinking about that, I kept complaining like, "Oh, I wish I had better recording equipment." Um, and here's this thing right here. So I got it out and I kind of started playing with it. I watched a few videos. It's not complicated. I just wasn't using the gain or volume functions correctly. And to put a finer point on it, I wasn't using the gain function at all. So I like you have to push this button. It toggles over to the gain from the volume because it also has a mic or it has a headphone output. So control that volume. So I toggled it over to the gain. It was all the way up, and so it was picking up like terrible sound quality. So last week I plugged it in after fooling with the gain thing, and it still wasn't that good. So I went into Windows settings, the sound settings on this in particular, and sort of kicked up the quality. It gives you that like, oh, it's like 9600 hertz, like this is CD quality. I banged that all the way down or all the way up. It's down on the list, but it's the highest quality, and it's sort of just like unlocked like the full expanse of the frame, so to speak. I know that's a visual terminology, but it sounded very like it was very thin before last week. If you listen, you can go back and try. And I'm really no closer or farther away from it than I was. And uh, it's just a wider sound palette now, I think, and the recordings that I've made and the test runs that we've made. So it's a richer sound. You can hear the full range of my voice, which maybe is good or bad. But last week, I felt like you really couldn't hear much of anything. I kept the episode. I'm not going to redo episodes. I don't think just because of poor sound quality. It's the way we're doing. It's not conducive to that really. So now what do we have to deal with, right? The camera is not great. Pretty good, but not great. Um, I was talking with a guy at work, and he was like, well, I was having a remote call with him, and he had a really good camera setup. I'm like, what do you have? And he sort of rattled off some numbers. It's like a $300 camera. We're not going to do that. Uh, but maybe there's an opportunity to sort of rank up on camera. I assume at one point I will be getting the better iPhone, and then maybe that turns into something. This is pretty grainy. I could unlock. I'm using Droid Cam, so I could unlock the higher quality Droid Cam by paying like $15. Maybe I should try it and just see what the output is. I haven't done that yet. So there you up to speed on all the audio visual. This definitely shows I'm clipping. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But here's the real kicker. We're going to have full game audio while I talk. And I think, and again, and in the test runs, it sounded good. So you be the judge. You at home decide whether or not this is working. Now I just have to remember what we were doing. I remember we bought some armor or something. This is really loud in my ears, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But I can't remember what we were doing. Were we just going to go level up a little bit after that? I do think that was our primary concern. Yes, because this isn't even the town we want to be in. We want to be southwest of here to advance the story. Though I suspect there will be some narrative to be harvested in that area. I just looked at my water cup and there's like nothing in it. Not a great feeling. So we're gonna level up a little bit. I think we already went to the inn, so I'm gonna level up. All right, new guy. Gonna have to Gruntkin, get out my Albert Odyssey. I had a spreadsheet, did I not? There we go. Albert Odyssey Bestiary. Great. Is there a way for me to also get that up on the screen in some way? Okay. That would be cool. Application. Oh, that's audio stuff? No. Okay. Display capture. No. We want window capture. Window capture, Excel. Maybe I'll start naming them. Maybe that makes this a little easier. Okay, there you go. Put that, what does this look like? That has the whole frame in it. This is supposed to be over here in the middle, and this is supposed to be over here. And then can we zoom in on it? Yeah, okay, great. So now you can kind of see what I'm doing over here. I don't know what the name of this new thing is. Grunkin. Did I not have that? Oh, blue slime. I had a rude imp. Blue slime. All right, let's get the Grunkin on here. Grunkin. All right, great. And so that's just going to be there, right? All right. Great. Feels like we should probably take care of this blue slime. Let's see if a sword attacks it. 62. All right. So I doubt he is actually 60, but I'm gonna put 60 HP on the, just gonna say his regular attack. What is my guy's name? Pike attack. Pike sword. I'm just gonna say, although we up the sword, so let's see if he's dealing as much damage to these Grunkins. 54 seems like it should do it. Yeah, we're gonna put Grunkins at 50. I won't say weakness just yet. And we get a runner. We got a runner. All right. So, what do you guys think about the new iPhones? It's funny to read the news or tech sites and have them struggle to think of something interesting to say about iPhones. I don't think iPhone is a bad product. I think we've talked about this on the show multiple times. I think iPhone is the superior smartphone platform. In part, are these the Rude Imps? Yes. Okay, so the Grunkin was like a color-swapped version of the Rude Imp. But it's just like, you know, I'm not saying anything revolutionary here. They just don't do anything new. It's like, you know, we added transistors because we moved to a, like the 4 nanometer or the 2 nanometer process. And, you know, the camera is maybe a little better. And then, you know, because we have more processing overhead, we do more with the photo before it hits the file. So it looks a little better. And that's about it. You know, obviously you can go from Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 6E to Wi-Fi 7. Let's rock and roll. I hope to take care of these skeletons. Lickety split. All right, great. What are these again? Nice. skeleton. I don't have these skeletons up here. I also think, did I hit him for 60? I'm going to put 50 there. I don't know. This might be a good time to do a spell, just because I want to get rid of these guys quick. But I am 4 or 5 years old behind, so it's got to be less than that. Say 45. She hit her for 58. These guys were wrecking me not too long ago. Maybe we don't need to get this extra level here. I'll get it anyway, and then we'll go back to town, see what we can do. But I am due for an iPhone. My last one, I have the iPhone 13 mini, 2020. I remember buying it like in December. Like we got it around Christmas, but it wasn't a Christmas present necessarily. And I think we both got them, which kind of cuts off some of the edge for the Christmas present. You know, well, let's buy each other phones. Anyway, I think we've done it before, for what it's worth. But I had it in January. I broke it. Or I didn't break it, but I cracked the back. And this was the rare time I had bought the Apple Care. And so I kept taking it to the store. I took it over to Best Buy. We don't have an Apple store super close. There's one like an hour away. But I took it to Best Buy, who they told me to go to. Like I filed the claim on Apple Care, and they said, go to Best Buy. So I went to Best Buy, and Best Buy was like, there is absolutely no way to fix this right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, first of all, we don't have the qualified Apple service technology or certification to complete this operation. We have guys that can do Apple stuff. They're not going to do this. And then I was like, okay. I was like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, come back in like a month or two. See what we can do for you then. All right. I think this is going to be another case of like 50 zombie. I don't have those on here yet. Zombie. A lot of baddies around. And so I did, and then they were like, we do have the certification, but there's no way to get the materials. And they just kept punting on me like that for like 2 or 3 months. I never got it fixed. Like I still have a cracked back. I was super worried that it would keep cracking and fall apart. It never did. I don't think the crack really got even any worse than it was like from the day when I had it. We're almost got a new level here. So I kind of toughed it out, and then COVID hit. So I think that's why it's kind of fresh in my memory. I remember a lot of the stuff that had happened before COVID, and then in the few months into COVID. Later, and by November of 2020, I don't remember much of anything that happened during COVID. It's just like COVID is like 18 straight months of working from home. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's still my life or whatever, but I went back to the office when they said I could. Which was like late 2021, early 2022, maybe mid 2022 at the least. I'm sure nobody's interested in my personal opinion on work from home versus work from work. I have this basement that I was working in. It would get kind of musty and hot in the summers and then really cold in the winters. But other than that, it was pretty workable. 6 to 8 months out of the year was perfectly fine, maybe even great. And then, 2 to 4 months was kind of a pain. But even besides that, I do feel like I'm not great at working from home and then, whatever o'clock rolls around and it's like, okay, well, I'm done working and I got to pick up and walk away. I'm not trying to come off as a workaholic because that's not it. It's just like, honestly, maybe, and the other side of this, if I were being truly honest about it, is that there are a lot of distractions when sitting at home. My gaming PC was right next to me. I didn't do that a lot, but I did a little bit of it. There's a TV behind me and I would watch Bloomberg, for a couple hours, which is tangentially related to my work. And then 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock would come around. I'd be like, I didn't get anything done all day. And I'd feel like really guilty about it. And then I'd try to work into the evening for it. Now, I go into work and I kind of work. And I do the normal work goof off thing. You talk to guys and you talk to people around the office. And yeah, I say guys because it's mostly dudes in my periphery. I'm not like cruising at work. I don't know why I felt self-conscious about that phrasing, but anyway, my point is, you talk to people, like, you go, like, oh, it's lunch, maybe I'll go look and see if there's anything fun downtown to eat, or go see what's at the record shop or the game shop or something like that, and you do the normal kind of at-work goofing off stuff. But when 5 o'clock rolls around, you're like, well, I've been at work all day. What's the difference? And you go home and you kind of leave it there. I know not everybody's like that, and I definitely turn on my phone and look at the messages and try to keep up to date on the stuff. But I did not write those guys' names down, which I think I will probably regret. But I'm not trying to write something at 4:30 to alleviate any guilt around not working hard enough anymore. So I think that was kind of stressful during the COVID era for me, like the not being able to strike a good work-life balance. Gag received. Wow. No cutting in line, you weasel. You want to see Emma? You wait just like everybody else. I visit Emma every day to have my fortune told. She's a master psychic. Oh, this Emma cat sounds great. She predicted the sun would rise this morning, and it did. Emma is beautiful. When she's reading my palm, I get lost in her big blue eyes. I'm just so glad she can't read my mind, too, or she'd slap my face. Yeah, right. So what was I talking about? Oh, so I'm going to get a new iPhone. All that is to say, I will be in the market for a new iPhone pretty soon. Big fortune-telling subplot in this town. Telling me to go see Emma the fortune teller. I gotta see what's going on at the local pub. Hey, you're that singer from the bar in Gigaral. You got quite a set of lungs on ya. Yeah, that's right. There's a great singer in my party. And once I get the new iPhone, just bring that all the way full circle back. Once I get the new iPhone, perhaps that will enhance the image quality. I'm kind of counting on it, frankly. That guy at the table is the worst tipper. He's so tight, he can turn coal into diamonds by squeezing his rear end. I'm not going to say the B word. Glug, glug, glug. Ah, fermented wheat juice. Never tasted so good. I think my boyfriend has a bit of a drinking problem. He doesn't know when to say when. Wasn't a joke. You kind of expect all this working design stuff to be jokey. All right, anything in here? Back in the kitchen. Since I started this job, my legs have become firm and taut. Who needs a thigh master? Not you. You have a job. So you don't need a thigh master, I guess. A job where you stand. I get it. I got the joke. I'm down with working class people. All right, never mind. Just playing around with my image again. My visage. I feel like I end up wearing this shirt a lot on stream. I don't have a huge wardrobe anyway. It's just kind of annoying. Dress clothes. Am I supposed to just be selling this stuff? Warp ring. Mint tonic, maybe? Mink tonic? Grizzle Fang. Excuse me. My wife got tired of picking up after me, so I hired a maid. Now I can't find anything. Classic story. Here's that maid. This place is a pigsty. I just killed a cockroach the size of my head. If I saw a cockroach the size of my head, I'm not going near it. I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes we get what are known as palmetto bugs in the house, and they look and act like cockroaches, except when they crawl in the house, they're on the verge of dying for some reason, and so they kind of lay dead in the middle. You like wake up and come downstairs, and there's like one in the middle of the floor. We called an exterminator, and he came over, took a look, and he was like, "That's not a cockroach," and there's nothing I can do about that. My husband hired a maid, so I wouldn't have to clean. All we need now is a cook. But he was like, I could like spread bug spray around your backyard, and we were like, sure. I don't know. I know that's a normal thing people do. Something sounds weird about it. Like, I'll kill all the bugs in your yard. It's kind of like, well, that's where the bugs live. You know, it's not. I'm 100% anti bee and wasp. I do not fall in line behind that. Like, oh, let the bees be wherever they are. We need pollen distributors. Like, they seem fine. I don't want the bees in my yard. There's plenty of bees out and about. If they got a nest where I am, I'm gonna take care of it. But like, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of all the ants in your yard. Let's say they're not bothering me. Some ants do come in the house. I think my wife would be happy if we killed all the ants in the yard. My mommy is downstairs cleaning the house. She works all the time. I miss her a lot. Okay. Is there anything to be done in this village, or do I need? Is it all just flavor, just world building? I'm ready to go southwest and keep playing this game. This maid thing didn't really pan out. Billy, is that you? You always were my favorite grandkid. Come here and give me a kiss. Yeah, that's a working design comedy. My sister told me that if I put an offering into a pot and it disappears, I get a wish granted. I tried it a zillion times, but nothing's happening. Great. Okay, yeah, wait. Is this just exiting? No, okay, there's castle. Got it. I'm a sucker to peer into a pot. Ooh, ration kit. You can pet the cat, kind of. The cat will meow at you if you interact with it. Do not try to distract me. I'm a trained professional. Okay. They're trained professionals. I assume they are too. Not going to bother with it. Okay. Got another maid. The guards in this castle never move from their assigned post. They never even smile. And I've tried every funny face. She's tried funny faces. Was the thrust of that conversation. Why did they build these rooms? Why am I wandering around this empty space? They were like, Final Fantasy had a bunch of rooms you could go in, so we need to keep doing that. Ooh? Okay. Now I'm into it. Star Pen. Magic Shield. This is good stuff. Am I gonna get in trouble for taking this stuff? Twist. Star Pen, a huge bump to wisdom and resist. Did I do my did I get my football pickies locked in? I'm in a pigskin pick'em pool with people at work. I am so bad at it. It's almost like I'm almost ashamed of how poorly I've done in this pool over the past like 4 years. There's no money in it, which I think kind of like allows people to play in ways that they probably wouldn't otherwise. Although I don't really have a strong theory. I was going to say they play conservative here. But that's how you'd play if money were on the line. I don't know. Everyone's different. Probably it wouldn't impact it that much. But I did have my pick in. I had Miami Dolphins 12.5 points. Good luck. Yeah, I'm going to take the Star Pen in my etc. Okay. Nice. Why is that thing... Okay, great. Yeah, do I want agility or defense? I feel like defense is probably a more important score. Great. Okay, so I'm happy to wander around this castle now. As long as I know that they're going to pay it off occasionally. What's with the purple highlights on this chest? Or there was a barrel behind that chest and a purple highlight. It was probably just part of the top of the chest. Let me go look at that again. It's going to bug me. No. See what I mean? This purple, like, right here and right here. What is that? Alright, let's keep rolling. This is cool. This looks good. Ooh. Secret area. I'm kind of busy cleaning a 300,000 square foot castle. No time for chit chat. Fair point. I'll just be on my way. Okay. Are these guys also? I hate this job. Well, okay, let's go in here. What's this? Yeah. What's on this first floor here? Oh, it's a princess. It's a queen. It's quite rude for you to come in here. Please leave at once, as in right now. Okay. Is this going to be important later, maybe? Oh, I hope this guy joins my party. I've been a musician all my life. I fell into the pitfalls of the lifestyle for a while. The groupies, the partying, but I cleaned myself up now, and I played just for the queen. I've remembered how powerful and wonderful music can be. How happy it can make us all. Excuse me. Alright, let's go up here. Obviously this is not where I should be at this time of the game. The queen can't sleep unless her pillows are fluffed just right. Does that make her fussy? What do I care? Is that going to be important? So I'm going to guess we come back here later, and there's a big story beat. And maybe it's cool we got here early and to sort of get the lay of the land, and it'll hit different. Or maybe not. I don't know. It was a well-designed 16-bit RPG castle. 32-bit RPG castle. 32-bit. A measure of the bus speed from the CPU. Something like that. Alright, we'll go southwest. Do we need to hit the inn here before we go? I'm gonna risk it. Let's go save, and then we'll just walk. Oh yeah, there was other stuff to buy. Do we want to do that? Let's go save. Okay, I could get leather armor. What just happened there? Oh, okay. Stuck on system menu for some reason. Okay. I feel like going from cotton to leather is worth more than 3 points of defense, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to make sense. You know, leather is maybe not the most protective armor either, but it has to be better than cotton. Silence Mage, right. Oh, I could take the power potato. Nice makeup. Yeah, I feel like, I'm not sure, should I just be selling this stuff? Is it just junk? Magic shield. Where is the... Okay. Good price on that. Cotton armor we're gonna get rid of. Bola. It's a weapon. I'm not using the Gale boots. Maybe I get another party member soon and I can put that on them. Alright, now let's save and we'll hit the road. Excuse me. Not sure if that's coming through on the microphone. I'm having small burps from dinner. Burp, what a gross word. Yeah. Okay. We're on our grind now. Southwest. Not these guys. We should have healed up. Okay. Reptilian. Yeah, I got those on here. Nice. So what does that tell us? It was 35 plus 15. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, so... I'll try not to lose her here. She can do mint. Does she have a increase attack? I don't think that the iPhone Air... I think, like most people, make the point that if the camera bump is still there, is the overall footprint even significantly reduced? You know what I mean? You're not putting the phone in into water or gel. The overall volume is not really that important. It's... You know, if it needs that much clearance, it's not like you can put it in a spot that only has that much space. Like you're putting it in your pocket. Maybe it makes, yeah, maybe pocket is a volume scenario where it's like, as long as it isn't taking up a bunch of mass, I can fit like a packet of gum in there instead, where the rest of the chassis used to be. I'm skeptical though. I kind of like, what are you paying for? And like some of the reports are something to the effect of, you know, this is a stepping stone for them to get, I'm sorry, I'm stunned at who this Reptilicus. Let's bear down on this guy, right? A stepping stone to get into folding phones. In which case, like, cool, but also, if you're the kind of person who really likes the thin phone, are you not also going to be super stoked when the other phone comes out? In which case, you're probably just buying a phone every year or every 2 years anyway. So even if you are just being a guinea pig for the folding phone, you know, there are worse things to be. I think that was, I'm going to say, you know, 60, 65. I'm not paying enough attention, but I know he hit for something like 10, 15, and then that was just 50, right? So probably 60 is the sweet spot there. Reptilicus. I tell you what I'm definitely not going to do is buy a new AirPods already. I bought last year, or got a present last year, which I'm wearing now, which is the AirPods 4 with ANC, active noise cancellation, for you rubes out there. And they're great. They're perfectly workable headphones. I kind of look at the pros, and I'm not sure what you're really getting for that price bump. You know, and that's a classic premium good / Apple thing anyway. It's like you're kind of paying to have the nice Apple thing, not because it does $200 more worth of things, but just because you love the Apple stuff, and it does more. You know, it probably has higher sound quality and like a better microphone. It just doesn't have $200 for it more, and that's true for any device. That's not just an Apple thing. You get diminishing returns as you start stepping up on the cost ladder. Not for me necessarily. You know, it's also like a 3080, or probably more to the point, like a 3090. Like once you're paying $1,200 for a graphics card, you are largely paying the premium just to have the fastest available thing that they have. Like, what I'm saying is, I think this still holds true, is that the performance bump is not commensurate with the price bump. So if the price is 30% more than the 3070 or 5070, obviously I should be on Gen here. That was 30, right? Usually the performance bump you get is something in the neighborhood of like 15 to 20. Okay, that was definitely just 60, right? Because that was 230s. I'm not doing a great job of this. Big hit. I gotta put that down. Let's say Ika attack. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Ika attack. We'll try this for a little bit. Oh, wait. Yes, freeze panes. Ika attack. 36, bro. Not messing around. So where was I? Yeah, if you buy a graphics card at the top of the line, you're not getting a performance bump in line with the price bump. That's not news to anybody. But it is what it is. So I always feel like, I don't know. I always feel pretty satisfied with like 3060 Ti, 3070 levels of power. It's kind of where, you know, across the board. Like I always go into a store and I'm like, "What's your 3060 Ti?" I have a 3060 Ti right now in here. That's why I'm talking like that. Like I didn't go up to the 40 series. I've not gone up to the 50 series. It's not that I don't plan on ever moving up, but like when that Battlefield weekend was out, the Battlefield 6 open beta was out, and it had incredible performance. The 1440p, stable 60, which is all I'm really looking for. I know that some people are not going to be happy with that level of performance and need to like squeeze the extra frames. And honestly, I think I was getting the full 100. I have a ultra wide that can go up to 100. Not a great gaming monitor. I get it. Again, though, like I'm all about getting some bang for your buck. So I'm not gonna lay out for like 240 frames, like a 240 hertz monitor. That's just not what's gonna happen over here. Is that 40? What are these guys called again? 28. Okay, got it. Nope. Yep. 13 for Pike and 28 for Iga. They're bandits. Okay, let's see what they got. $44. And he blocks it. Bummer. Yeah, that doesn't tell us much. I bet we're in the 70 range. That was only 18. Do I need to modify this in some way? Do a range? $33. And this is going to be 40, so we're just back in the 70 range again. Cool. So, on the next opening fight, we probably need to do a heal from Ika. On Ika. Okay, here we go. Here's our town. Can't remember what it was supposed to be called, though. Solace. No, that's definitely it. Solace. Solace. Perfect music to match the autumnal mood. Okay, here we go. Got some story beats. We're finally here. Solace. Solace. It's more beautiful than I remember. I had wonderful times here, Pike. I like the way they rotate that sprite and the joystick, eight-stop joystick methodology. Let's find the sanctuary. I just hope we're not already too late. All right, find the sanctuary, huh? Let's try to get through this story beat before we log off. That looks like a sanctuary. Should we talk to that person outside the sanctuary? Weapon shop. This is not at all a sanctuary. Quite the opposite. He already has a turtle shell? For a shield? Wolf snail. Pretty good bump. What was this bola thing? Okay, so all of that can go. Okay. Yes, so let's sell. I feel like we should sell these gale boots. I don't know what they're getting us at this point. Hard leather or cutlass. Offense is more important than defense, I think. It's better to be aggressive. Let's see if we can offset the cost by selling back the scimitar. Did we decide whether we're saying scimitar or scimitar? Scimitar. Okay, sell that back. And if we sell these gale boots, we can go ahead and go all the way. Have all the purchasing completed. How much do we need? We have 46. We'll be all right. Okay. See what this person in front of the door. Oh. Mint. I tell you, if I was 50 years younger, I'd be on them like white on rice. If I was 50 years younger, I'd also have my real teeth. Okay. Oh, who dis? My daughter learned a strange new language at school. She calls it Ebonics. Real 90s up in here. Real 90s up in here. Yo, what you be doing in my crib, homeboy? I asked you a question. What do you guys? Where do you guys come down on Menace to Society versus Boys in the Hood? I'm a Menace guy. I assume that's probably the Working Designs guys' best exposure to Ebonics. I don't know, they're in LA. Whatever. Ooh, item shop. Any interesting items? Oh yeah, I had that thing that does like 1 strength or whatever. That's power potato, strength up. Then, but that means during a fight or like I will get an extra point to my strength. What happened? I wasn't looking. Okay. Hope I didn't just waste it. You know, like there are some games where there are consumables that give you permanent stat buffs. I don't know. Maybe that was one of them. Maybe not. I hope they wouldn't let you use it if it was like a temporary buff for battle. My children never come to visit me anymore. It's as if I've already died. Then again, all they did was ask to borrow money. I remember I was when I was a kid, I used to listen to this radio station, Wink 104, and they had a show with a guy called Bruce Bond, and he would have some other guy read the news. One day he like flubbed a bunch of lines or something, and Bruce Bond, the host, said he should go home and try to read magazines. I think he was just ribbing him, but I went home and tried to read magazines out loud so that I could get a feel for talking on the radio. I don't know. I don't think it helped. As you see, like, I'm flubbing all these lines. It's also the end of the day. You know, I kind of sat in front of a computer screen all day. Eyes are a little dry, a little tired. Excuses. Chorus and Rita, the priests of our town, sealed most of his evil powers within the power crystal. But now I hear that Valerian has regained his powers and that he's planning to attack us again. What will happen to us? We don't have the strength to stand up to him a second time. Okay. Very interesting. Just going door to door here. Does that look like a sanctuary? There's a save spot. Should we go ahead and... What is that? What is that an icon of? Look at this on top of the building. Like somebody running. It's supposed to be a letter. I'm not getting it. This is also not the sanctuary. I can just tell. It has beds in it. Not a sanctuary. Make an old woman happy and play cribbage with her, won't you? Can't be any worse than the game I'm playing. No, this is a fine game. A fine game indeed. Alright, let's try to find this sanctuary. Yes, it's probably at the top of town. Usually the important story stuff is. Have you seen Leos yet? You should go to the sanctuary, silly. Yeah, I'm trying. There's an inn. Let's go in and up a little bit. In and out. Very reasonable. Good morning. Great morning. Any morning you wake up in Solace, great morning. All right, here we go. This has got to be it. You guys like my hair? It sucks to be on camera and feel self-conscious about it. But I don't, so it's not my problem, really. This looks like, this is a statue of Kuan, the Great One. She has been worshipped and loved as the goddess who fought Alorna, the goddess of destruction. Great. Oh, Kinnis. I am here to be cured of a broken heart by Leos. I was referred here by my original physician, Dr. Love. Cool. I came here to see my friend Emily. I can't believe she's been within the sisterhood this long. I thought she would drop out a long time ago. I'm impressed by her drive to succeed. And isn't it funny how we think so ill of our friends? Or lowly, not ill really, but we don't want our friends to outperform us. Blonde priest, I'm sorry, but Leos isn't here at the moment anyway. You could come back at a later date. Brunette priest, we would love to help, but since we are only apprentices, we cannot act without the approval of Leos. Well then, can we see Chorus? Chorus? There's no one here by that name, unless you mean, let me think. Chorus. Oh yeah, that's the name of Leos' father. Whoa! Didn't the news spread to your town? Chorus and his wife have passed to the hereafter. Okay. Didn't the news spread to your town? Chorus and his wife have passed to the hereafter. That means they're dead. The sweet hereafter. They sacrificed themselves to protect Solace from an army of monsters. It was the saddest day of my life. What? It's not possible. Chorus was a great priest. He wouldn't succumb to... I, too, was taken by surprise. Meow was here during the time of Chorus' passing, but I was not. Should I know all this already? What? I thought you came here after hearing of Chorus' work. Emily? Oh, no. I came here strictly because of Leos' work. When I heard the work being done here by Leos, I wanted to be part of it. This is all... I hate RPGs. I cannot keep any of these names straight. It's all... I was playing Dragon Age Veilguard. Highly underrated, by the way. I get all the complaints, you know, from the... let's just say all sides. Both sides have very good points to make. Still, I enjoyed my time with it. I played like 60 hours of it. It's like it's a fairly robust... let me put it this way. It's probably not as good as Mass Effect 2. But it is definitely better than Mass Effect Andromeda. So, yeah, that's a pretty wide range. You see, Leos carries on the work started by Chorus. She is keeping the ancient tradition alive while starting new ones. Great. So Leos is a priest? What is going on? There is no doubt. Why, of course. Leos is strong, kind, gentle, beautiful, wonderful, wise, amazing, fabulous. Pardon Emily, she tends to ramble. Anyway, yes, Leos can definitely assist you. Great. Where are we going now? Look, Leos approaches. Love to see it. Step respectfully to the side, please. This is going to be like just a normal guy. Or girl. I don't know. I'm not sure. Greetings, sisters. Did anything of notice transpire while I was out? Other than the minor mix-up with the enchanted scrolls and the toilet paper? No. How was your journey, Miss Leos? It's a woman. Leos is a woman? Woo, I like her already. Yeah, okay, so they were leading me to believe it was a man. They didn't come up with that out of nowhere. And who are these spirited young visitors, Mia? They came to see you, but we told them you were gone. That's when they asked to see your father. My father? It's good to meet you. I'm Laos, daughter of the great Chorus. I'm a priest, just as he was. I'm also the guardian of this sanctuary. I'd like nothing more than to grant your request to meet with Chorus, but I'm afraid he's... We know. Mia told us all about it. You have our sincerest sympathies. I'm Ika, and this is my friend Pike. We've traveled a long way to find one qualified to assist us. Oh, it's a typo. I found a typo. Should I send it in? Let's make a ROM hack to fix it up. Ika and Pike. I should be able to remember that. I wasn't able to. So then, with what did you require the assistance of my father? It has to do with magic. Laos, we need the power of magic to break a very strong evil spell. I don't quite understand. You both seem to be in fine health. Have you come on behalf of another? Laos, I think that you should rest after your long journey. Don't worry about me, Mia. My feet are tired, but the rest of me is just fine. And curious as to why Pike and Ika are here. I'd be glad to help you. Just tell me what's wrong. Okay. My heart goes out to you, Pike. I guess we told her the story. Pike, as much as it hurts me to say this, I cannot help Leia. I can't undo the spell. Don't say that. I'm afraid it's beyond my means, Ika. Please follow me. Whoa. Looks like a lot of people have been turned to stone. Oh no, no! This must be some kind of bad dream. They're all like Leia. Devastating. Yes, they are. They've all been brought here by friends and relatives in just the last few weeks. The terrible magic of Redoria's legions has turned them to granite. I've tried countless times to reverse the spell's effect, but I lack the fortitude to overcome it. We thought it took all of my strength just to protect this town from Redoria's legions, and I couldn't have done that without the help of Emily, Mia, and Keenis. I'm reassuring her. You did all you could. Thank you, Pike. Your kind manner is a salve for my wounded soul. But all the salve in the world won't help Leia or the others. A realist. Leos! Wonderful news! I've tracked down one with the strength to reverse the effect of Redoria's magic. Don't play with our emotions, Keenis. Did you really? I didn't believe it either, Maya, but it's true. His name is Guy, and he's a direct descendant of the legendary hero Albert. According to my sources, he's in the town of Gadel. I thought the last of Albert's descendants had passed from our world. This is wonderful news, Leos. Perhaps the gods have turned their favor on us. Perhaps. Now that the happy news is out, tell me, who are these strangers? Kind of a long segment. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Ika, and this is, well, my friend Pike. He's actually the reason I'm here at all. You see, Pike's sister Leia was turned to stone. Leos brought us back here to show us that Leia is not the only victim. Sickening, isn't it? Redoria is, excuse my profanity, a heartless bastard. It's been driving me insane that we were powerless to help these good folk. That is why I began my search. So come on, Leos, let's move. Say, you two want to come along? Wouldn't miss it. Does that mean I don't get to save? I guess I could always save state. Not so fast, Keenis. I'm not so sure we should leave right away. What do you think, Maya, Emily? Should we rest or should we go now? I think you should both rest. You need to be at full strength. Good idea. In case you encounter Redoria's legions along the way. You're both right. I just don't want Guy vanishing before we had a chance to find him. I'm sure he's not going anywhere, and we need our rest. Would you like to join us? You look like you could use some shut-eye yourselves. You're right. We should sleep. Yeah, no, let's sleep. Quarters. I'm going to my quarters. Pike, yours is the left. Ika, yours is the right. See you in the morning. I swear to stand at your side until Leia's return to normal. Good night, Pike. Sweet dreams. Does this mean I wasted my money on the inn stay earlier? It appears I did. Ooh. Nighttime sequence. Hello, Pike. My innocent, sweet Pike. Please come to me. What are you doing, pervy? Wake up right now! Oh, it was Ika. I was dreaming. Whoa. I had it coming. I thought you were Leia. Yeah, sure. Wait, you're serious. I'm sorry, but you scared me, and well, I've never been touched by a man before. I mean, I've been touched, but not... Oh, you know what I mean. I'm not sure. Why exactly are you in here anyway, Ika? Couldn't you knock to wake Pike up instead of bashing him into bricks? Oh, that's what Cirrus said. I'm not gonna do the Cirrus voice tonight. I tried knocking Cirrus. Pike didn't answer me, and if those sounds outside didn't wake him up, my knocking didn't stand a chance. Sounds? I don't... Mimnox are slaves to the vampire who bit them. Is this for real? Does this exist? Well, does it exist in other lore? Because they're half human, they look normal. And because they're half vampires, they can bite humans and turn them into Mimnox too. It's the pyramid scheme from hell. Let's go. I can get over to the save point here. Probably not, right? Probably not going to be that gracious. Gotta fight some Mimnox. Oh, Mimnox. Alright, I guess I gotta just do the save state here. Oh, that's cool. They look like the vampire lady from Darkstalkers. Capcom's Darkstalkers. Okay, about 100. Mimnox. I'm gonna say 100. I think it's probably less than that, but that's what we gave her. 42? Ugh, that's a lot. That's not good. 38? Every time I get hit, I'm gonna say it in that incredulous voice. 32? Cool. It's huge. Must be less than 100. Is that 90? All right. Guess we'll have to wrap her up here. That would have been annoying if you were a kid and you were like, you played for what felt like an hour You're like, oh, I'll just get through the story beat before I save. I used to tell this to my kids all the time. If you get to a safe spot, you just got to take advantage of it. And there I did. I just walked right past it. But fortunately, we have the ability to just save state here. And we will hope that that does the heavy lifting. And we'll be back next week. A couple days. Who knows? You are watching every Saturn game ever.